morning, everybody. This is Christiana Mall here from Lunar Power. Hope you guys are having a really good day today. If you're watching this channel and you've watched other videos of mine, I can safely assume that either you just support me or you're really interested in fulfilling your soul mission. You feel called to do big things. You feel called to live in service. Maybe you're struggling with anxiety or depression. Maybe you just feel really different than most people. Maybe you live in part in the spiritual realm more than most, and so you feel kind of different. And today we're going to be talking about how you can get some guidance on your soul mission, on everyday life, and just in general, how you can get that support from the spiritual realm, whether you call it a guardian angel or God or just energy, the universe. The name really doesn't matter, but what does matter is that we listen to the signs that we get. That way we can live the best life, we can live a supported life, and we can continue to help the collective planet, which we so need right now. And I'm so glad you're watching. So, these are things that have helped me along my journey to communicate with the universe. Step one would be numbers. This is something I totally didn't understand, I'd say a year ago, but you can definitely look up numerology. Certain numbers just seem to start following you around. You start seeing 66 every time you drive, or you see 1111 on a clock. When you start seeing these repetitive numbers come into your life, then the universe is starting to give you signs. And once you pay attention to those signs, the universe is going to continue to give you more because it knows that that's how you can communicate with them. But numbers have been very important throughout history. You can look up the history of numerology. When I do see numbers that are repeating themselves, such as 1111 or 1010, or it could be a number like 37. Those numbers have different meanings. So I would always look up, the meaning of 1111, the meaning of 1010, or it could be an angel number. For me personally, I know that my guardian angel number is 66. So whenever I see 66, I know and I feel that guidance and that support from the spiritual realm. It happens a lot to me while I'm driving. I don't know what it is, but I'm always, not always, but I tend to drive 66. It's just apparently comfortable for me, and I see it very often. 1111 is a twin flame number. It has to do with going through these portals and these doors of spiritual knowledge. The 1111 are kind of like doors. And when it's two sets of doors, then it's twin flame, meaning two people. But there are lots of different meanings for different numbers. So again, it's just a way that you can communicate to the universe. The universe can communicate to you. So, if you have any questions for the universe and you do want to just ask, you need guidance, just ask them to send you that, and they will. So yeah, the first one is numerology. The second one would be animals, spirit animals. This has been a Native American culture. Very famously, the spirit animal. I know I'm born into the bear as my spirit animal, which really does resonate with me in terms of independence and loyalty, and just kind of the single mom type of a persona. But yeah, animals. So when you see certain animals, certain insects, things of that nature, they're there to actually help and to guide you. For example, lately I've been seeing a lot of butterflies. They're very symbolic for me. So it's like everything happens for a purpose. If a butterfly is flying in front of you and you're really becoming an awakened person and you're looking for those signs, the universe is going to continue again to send you more of those signs. So for me, I'm starting to see a lot of butterflies. For me, that's symbolic of something really important that happened 8 years ago when I was told the story about the caterpillar and the butterfly relating to people and, giving them their wings. And so that story really resonated with me and is very important to me and my relationship with another person. And it's also just a symbol of rebirth and the fact that, the caterpillar was in its cocoon for so long. And, one could imagine if you're in that cocoon, you're thinking that your life is over and you're in the dark. And then when you come out, you're just this beautiful butterfly. So it's like almost a symbol of an awakening or rebirth. But I've just been seeing so many butterflies. I went to Shenandoah Valley. I saw a bear for the first time, like in the wild, which was pretty cool. But again, when animals cross your path, it's something to really look at. Again, you can just Google that, look that up. As a spirit animal, I saw a lot of ravens when I was by the Grand Canyon, and so I looked that up as well. So I was about ready to go into my next thought. But, so numerology, your numbers, your animals. Also, the universe communicates to us in songs. Sometimes you just have like this feeling, like it's like this feeling in your gut, or it's just, you kind of get, I don't want to say high, because to be honest with you, it's never happened to me, but like you just feel like really weightless out of your body. You feel different when you hear the song. You just like intuitively something is different, or it just stands out to you. You may be listening to music all day at work, and then all of a sudden you really tune into this one song, and to me that's a sign. Why did you really pay attention? It's basically the spiritual realm giving you clues, giving you guidance. I mean, I worked at the same place I still do, for 6 years now, and I'm starting to listen to the songs that have been literally playing this whole time, but now they're starting to stand out to me, and I'm starting to download them. The messages are really beautiful, and sometimes maybe you're searching on your phone something, and something pops, a song pops up that really speaks to you. So the universe speaks in songs. Another way the universe is going to speak to you is through people. So if you're surrounding yourself with the right people, if you're living in alignment with yourself, with your soul, the universe is going to continue to send you these signs. And when you have that intuition, it feels good, and somebody is telling you something, maybe somebody's giving you advice, or maybe somebody, something that they said really hit your heart, then that's really time to pay attention, that maybe that's just the spirit speaking through them. I had a conversation with my friend, and I said something about worthiness. I said, trying to pump him up and make him feel like, I wouldn't say make him feel, but help him to understand how God sees him as completely perfect in himself. And little did I know, I was really speaking to myself as well. But instantly he said, it feels like God is just speaking to me through you. So sometimes we could be that transporter of messages for other people, and vice versa. So the spirit does transfer things through people. We are the way that things get done in the spiritual realm. In this human, physical, 3D realm. It's through the actions of people as well. Okay, so we're talking about numerology, numbers, animals. Just randomly, sometimes signs or things that just stand out to you. I was looking through my phone, and it said, like, this is going to be big, and I just knew that good things were coming. There are certain things that just stand out to you. So you might be passing by a sign on the road. You might see, this is a good story too. I kept seeing this picture of a waterfall, and it always caught my eye, always caught my attention. I thought it was so beautiful. So I wound up actually taking a screen capture of it multiple times through I'd say about 6 months, and I didn't even realize it was the same waterfall. And then I looked it up and I realized it was in the Grand Canyon. And I saw it in a magazine, I saw it, different places. Then I had somebody come in to my restaurant, and he just visited the Grand Canyon where I volunteered. That gentleman, he visited the Grand Canyon, and it was like I just knew that I had to be there. It was just so many synchronicities, so many things that had come together, and it was just repeat after repeat after repeat. Now I have more callings where I feel like I'm drawn to, West Virginia, and I keep getting signs that that's the right thing to do. So, these are ways, again, the universe is going to communicate to us, which is really, really cool. And then the most important thing you can do in order to communicate with the spiritual realm is to be quiet. One of my friends, he wants to communicate and he wants to understand and he wants to hear God's word. But if you have so much going on around you, it's very, very hard to be able to hear God's message. At that point, sometimes he's going to send in, some big circumstance to quiet everything for you, whether it be a sickness or injury or something of that nature, so that you can have that quiet alone time. So it's important to kind of make that time. So limiting your TV and giving yourself plenty of time to yourself. Meditation, being able to be present in the moment, not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, just being present. It's really crucial to be able to hear that. And the more you practice that, practice meditation and practice being present in the moment, you're going to be able to hear those signs within yourself throughout the day. You're going to have more stillness, more peace, because you're not worrying about things. But that's totally something that's crucial to be able to hear God's message. Is you have to create some stillness around you. Another piece of that is taking care of yourself. When you're eating high vibrational foods, fruits and vegetables, plant foods, your vibration is going to be higher as opposed to if you're eating a lot of animals and dairy. When you do eat those high vibrational foods and plant foods, you'll be able to hear those messages a lot better. You're going to think more clear. And yeah, things will be good for the planet, for the animals, and for your body. So, in my opinion, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that clears up any questions you had. I hope that helps you guys to be able to communicate with the spirit realm. Oh, sorry, one more thing. I actually read this really good book, which I'm sure you guys have read, The Secret. I think it was The Secret. Because at the end of the book, they said to pick a symbol that would be representative of when you are in alignment with love. And for me, that's the earth. And when I see the earth, the symbol of the earth, a picture of the earth, I know that I'm in the right place at the right time. And, I'm living in alignment with love. And they said, pick a symbol, that means that you're not in alignment. That way, this can be like a signal and a trigger for you. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? So for me, mine would be like dropping something would be a symbol of me not living in alignment with love. So I definitely use those every day. If I start dropping things, I start wondering and start kind of checking myself and saying, hey, am I doing the right things right now? And then when I see the earth, sometimes it pops up just out of nowhere. And I just know, like today, I started a new volunteer job. And the conversation that I was having, it felt really good having it, and I knew I was meant to be there in that moment. And then I see this picture of an earth, and there's another earth behind me, and I'm like, there's no reason for this earth to even be here. It's so random. And it was there for a reason, to help me to realize that this is where I was supposed to be. So yeah, another way the universe communicates with you, and of course, obviously, always listening to your gut, listening to your intuition, what feels good, what makes you happy. That would be definitely number one. What makes you happy? Follow that, and you'll be great. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.